Hi guys, we are here today with Calvin. Calvin is from California, and this is his first visit to the Philippines. We wanted to get him an interview and get his story and how he came about being interested in the Philippines and what are some of his plans. Um, let's start, Calvin. How about what's your background overall?
Okay, my background, I'm born and raised in California. Have had, raised a family there, went through a divorce a couple of years ago. And I really planned on working, for a long time, really extended time. But I had an injury and had to recover from surgery. And during that time, I was on the internet, and Philippines kept popping up on my screen.
Yeah.
And with that, I, with the Philippines popping up, I did a little research on it, found you guys, found some other YouTubers with the Philippines, and I tried to, did a little investigation and made contact with you guys, Cindy and Eric here. And
well, let me ask you right quick. Was it during the pandemic when you started, when you say you had your injury and you had time to look on
No,
the
that
internet?
was February of 2023.
Oh, wow.
February of 2023.
Okay, wow.
So between then and now, which is May, I was gathering this information, reaching out to people like you, some of the other YouTubers.
Yeah.
And I said, wow, that sounds great to retire in the Philippines. Everybody who's done that seems to be very happy with the people, with the culture. And I'm here to try to investigate that now.
Good. So you're saying you had planned on just going ahead and working until 67, and now you're exploring the option of hopping out at 62.
Yes, sir.
In the very earliest time, which
Yes,
is what
sir.
I did.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
It's the lowest pay, but hey, if you're in a cheaper country, it's doable.
It's doable.
And you're getting away, I'm thinking, with an extra 5 years of your life.
Of your life, exactly. We don't get those years back.
That's right.
We're not. Our health is usually going to go down, not up from that point.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the time to do it. The cost of living, the people, the culture, and everything. More relaxed environment. Friendly people. Everything makes it really nice. So.
Yeah. Could actually add some time to your life.
Exactly, probably will, yeah.
It's sort of like really a carrot they dangle in front of you. They say, well, look here, you work, just go ahead and work 40, 50 years.
Right.
And don't worry about anything. Just retire. You'll get out when you're 67 or 70 if you want.
70, yeah.
If you want to go ahead and stay extra 3 years, we'll give you more money.
Right.
But they don't say, what about your health? What happens if something happens?
Right.
And personally, I know of a lot of people who waited to retire to 70, and the next year, they were dead.
Yeah, exactly.
Or within a year or two.
Exactly.
I know a lot of people that checked out at 70.
Very common, yeah, exactly. They wait and then they just don't have nothing left.
Yeah.
They get to that point and have nothing left. So
yeah,
you guys really opened my eyes to the opportunity and options of retiring, 62, which they say is early, which is not really early.
Yes.
62, live a simpler life. You still can travel, do some of the fun things you like to do. Go dancing or whatever you like to do.
Yeah.
Have a little money to do that with too, also.
Absolutely. Why Cebu City? Why not Manila or Davao?
Manila, I think, is a kind of a bigger, more busier place, which I'm really not attracted to that right now. I think Cebu kind of fits in between some of the smaller islands or whatever, and I think it's kind of a good base point to start with.
Yeah.
You kind of get a little bit of, you get the culture, a little bit of the province, mentality or whatever with that. So I think it's a good base starting place, for if you want city life, if you want other things, I think it's a good base.
Okay. And you're hoping to meet a Filipina at some point?
Yeah, at some point, definitely. I'm, marriage or whatever is definitely in the plans. Simple life, to be together and the Filipinas are, great personality, great people and everything. So, yeah, I definitely would like to do something like that.
What was the dating scene like back in California?
Oh gosh. Oh boy. It's just, the Western, it's kind of pretty well known now with the modern Western women, they're very independent, very strong. I've had women actually say, we don't need a man. They actually say that to your face, and we're out there, there's a tow truck, a guy's out there with a tow truck, another guy's out there with a police car. Oh, we don't need guys.
Oh my God.
And that's how they are.
Imagine. Wow.
Exactly. Yeah, that actually happened.
Yeah.
And I was there. I was actually behind the lady with my blinkers on because her lights weren't working.
Yeah.
But we don't need men, So it's a very, I think, a very kind of toxic environment.
Yeah.
With they don't want to be, a companionship seems like kind of thing, a teamwork, that kind of thing, and that's kind of how. I kind of view a relationship. You're a team. You work together, give and take, etc.
Did you grow up in your family? Was your mother more of a traditional?
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, my mom stayed home with the kids. My dad worked. He was a provider, protector type personality, and yeah, my mom was the homemaker. And yes, there was 4 of us, and she raised us all until we were out of school. So yeah, definitely that.
So you kind of looking for something that's kind of reminiscent of.
Oh
your
yeah,
mom.
that was exactly, and I think that makes for a good family structure too. With the kids and everything.
Yes, that's always good. That's very good.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I was looking for as well.
Exactly.
And when I first came out, and I went to Angeles City. I spent about 3 days there, and it's it's not Vegas. It's more or less. Well, you got the bar girls, the bar scene, and so I put in about 3 days there, and then I headed to Cebu City. And somebody had already told me, said, "You want a good girl, you better look in the private."
Exactly, I've heard that. Yes.
Well, there's probably some good girls in the city as well, but they're talking about the ones with the traditional values,
right,
and with a good upbringing, and therefore I met Cindy.
Right.
And she's from the province, and she had been living here in Cebu City. She was working at the time, and she was only 22. And I really wasn't looking for a younger, real young woman because I didn't really want to go through all that. But she was mature, and plus I had found out she had been married before. She was a widow, so she had been, married at a young age. He died, and so that was a level of maturity. I'm saying, oh, she's actually been through some hardships, instead of just getting a young person who hadn't been through anything. So that was attractive.
Right. Yeah, that maturity. Exactly. I understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
And just not saying that everyone just don't get into like married Filipina that's not separated yet, or you're not annulled yet.
You're right.
There's no divorce here.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
After you.
Right. Yeah. That could be a problem. I've heard that. Yeah.
Make sure you gotta find out if she's married.
If she's still married or not. Yeah. You don't want problems with the husband, ex-husband, whatever.
Yeah.
You don't want problems with him and in the law and whatever else. Yeah. Legal
if
issues.
not, you will be the one who's gonna be spending money to get them annulled.
Right.
Fall in love to someone who's married.
Yeah.
You can get into a lot of trouble.
A lot of problems. Yeah.
Yeah, you can. So you have to be careful in that regard. But anything that you want to do, you're looking forward to doing here?
I'd like to get
as far as visiting beaches or
exactly.
anything,
Yeah, do
like
some of the beaches. I've heard Boracay, Bohol, Iloilo area. Just kind of hop around a little bit. I'm excited to do that. I'm very excited to be here and try that.
Yeah, there's some very good beaches right across the bridge here in Lapu-Lapu.
Oh, okay, Lapu. Yes, okay, that's another one. Yeah, I missed
really
that one.
nice resorts there.
Okay.
You don't have to drive.
Crimson.
Okay.
We recommend Crimson. Trying that out was one of our favorites.
Okay.
And they have a nice bar scene right there on the beach.
Oh. Okay.
And, that's really nice. What was that other one? There was one at Moving Peak. Moving Peak has a nice beach and bar scene.
Yeah,
And
they
then-
serve you food, drinks to the
Right on the beach.
Right on the beach, yeah.
living alive. You're sitting there, looking at the ocean, drinking your drink,
Oh yeah, see, that's
Yeah, that's what you
exactly
want.
that's what I've been.
some good white sand and whatnot.
Yeah.
And well, the high end and the one, the top one is supposed to be Boracay.
Right.
We haven't been there yet, but
Right.
we plan to go.
Right.
But that's supposed to be the better one, the best one. But
Yeah.
I rank some of these ones that are
Oh, yeah,
right up there.
Yeah, I definitely want to try it here locally first, before I venture out a little bit. So definitely do that.
And how long you plan on staying this
Well,
trip?
I'm here. This trip is for 30 days.
30 days, not
Yes,
bad.
30 days, and yeah, try to meet people like yourselves and just get my way around. I don't know a lot already. I've already made mistakes, with my money and whatever.
Yeah.
So I've already made some of those mistakes. I'm trying to, learn as you go. But I'm very excited to be here. So
Tell our members what's your age at this point.
I'm gonna be 62 in August.
Okay, guys. He's right at the retirement age. You see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
And he doesn't look his age. You can see that. Anyway, yeah. So, guys, he's right at the right retirement age. And what kind of work did you used to do back in the?
Yeah, in California, I was in the housing industry. So with the real estate, and that's a very hectic industry. It can be very hectic, very busy, very competitive, very stressful. So with all of that, you get burned out on it. So it's this is a good time for me to kind of, just step back and say, hey, what do I want to do with the rest of my life? The fourth quarter of my life, and I think this is going to be a good move to kind of do something like this.
Were you in real estate sales?
I was doing mostly the finance end and the appraisal end. So I was mostly on the finance end of it, finance and appraisal. So a lot of work for the Veterans Administration, a lot of work for the VA.
Okay, yeah, I used to work for them in the legal department.
Okay, great, yeah.
Were you a veteran?
No, I'm not a veteran. I was an independent contractor for them.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, that's what I did. Yeah, so that's what I still do technically.
Yeah.
Still do that. So
Yeah, I can imagine.
yeah.
And you, Madera, that is. That's Southern California, almost.
That's kind of in the middle of the state. It's Fresno
area.
Yeah, we're kind of known as the fruit basket of the world. They grow a lot of nuts, and they have citrus crops, a lot of vineyards. We do a lot of wine crops, grapes. So a lot of nuts and a lot of the food that you eat comes from that part of the state.
Yeah.
And they export all over the world.
Yeah.
So it's a very, actually agriculture is one of the top 3 industries in the state.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of the top 3 industries. So that's where a lot of your wine that you drink, they blend that with other Napa wines or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's a very agricultural rich area.
Okay.
That part of the state.
And you how far is it from LA area? It's about.
We're right in between. It's pretty much equidistant to LA and then to the Bay Area, San Francisco
almost
area.
a couple hundred miles.
Yeah, so we're almost so we're like 150 miles between each. So it's pretty convenient that way.
Yeah. So I know we stopped there on our way to Las Vegas a couple of years ago, and stopped in Fresno. We had a good time, and
Okay.
it was kind of a midway point.
Yeah, it is. It's very much. Yeah.
Spent the night.
We had steak there.
A lot of open land out there. If
Yeah.
you probably notice a lot of open land in that area. So yeah.
You have a couple of questions for us, we'd be glad to answer them for you.
Yeah, I do. I was just really interested on how you guys felt about your transition from the States to Cebu, to Cindy's home.
Okay, I'm in Calvin, yeah. All right, from here, transferring from the Bay Area to here it's a culture shock to a certain extent, and it's definitely some adjustments to be made.
Okay.
And so while it is a bit cheaper and expensive to live here, you do get, your annoyances, your dogs, your roosters, and stuff like that. You have to adjust to that.
You have to adjust.
Yes.
Right.
But I wouldn't want to go back to live because I'm kind of adjusted, and I've already done the California thing. I put in 30 years there, and I had that fun. It was a lot of fun.
Right.
but as you grow older, you start looking for a place to kind of slow down a bit, and you want to be around some water. Although we had water in California, we did have the ocean, but it's a lot warmer here.
Oh yes.
Warmer climate. You can explore the beaches, and then there's a whole bunch of other islands to explore during your retirement.
Right.
And it's pretty close to get there by water, by either boat or flight. Several places you can go here. Dumaguete, for one, and we want to get to Bohol. Bohol, we want to go to, and Palawan. Oh yeah, that's another one.
Yeah.
Puerto Princesa. El Nido.
That's where Stephen and Bea was originally from.
Oh, okay.
That's our friends from Iloilo.
Right, yeah.
Anything here? Have you had a culture shock yet, or not yet?
Well, I try to be open-minded, very open-minded, very respectful to the culture, and I tried dried fish today. I had that today. I had that today.
You have not tried that ever.
I have tried it. It was good. I ate it. I ate it all.
How did you do it? It was on the menu somewhere? Or?
It was on the menu, the breakfast menu, with the eggs and everything. So I had that.
Wow.
And I get that reaction from people. I'm a seafood guy, so I try different things.
Was it okay? Was it good? I've never done. I'm scared.
I had that, so no, it was fine. Yeah, I was good with it. So
yeah.
But no, I try to be open-minded. Respect the culture, try to embrace the culture.
Yeah.
And this is the Philippines. This is their home, and we're visitors.
Yeah.
That's true. And I respect that. That's the way I approach my stay here. So I'm looking forward to it, and I really hope to make this my home. I think the Philippines is a good place if you want to go to different countries, Asian countries, where I think it's a great place to do that from the Philippines. If you want to do that,
so you haven't had that much of a cultural shock yet, but let's say.
Well, we'll wait 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, because I've been here 2 days.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
2 weeks.
I've been here 2 days.
It's a homogenous society. Mostly Filipinos. There's not a whole lot of other races here. I'm sure you noticed that.
Well, you know what?
America.
Strange enough, being in the mall here, I've come across an Australian, a guy from Australia, one from Ireland, a couple of Americans, a couple from San Francisco, actually.
Really?
Yes, I met a couple of people yesterday from San Francisco. So I've unfortunately, I've met some, people from other places also, not just from the Philippines.
Okay, well that's good.
Are you a party person? Like, do you go out?
Not anymore. As we kind of progress along, we kind of mature and more the simple life. I like to do things with a partner. Go places, go dancing. I think you like to go dancing a little bit.
Yeah.
Just have that, relax a little bit, and just kind of enjoy. Help the community if we can help the community in any way, or volunteer or something like that. That's a good thing. So. Just kind of do those kind of things. I think is fun now at this point. So, one question for Cindy.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Shoot.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you, how did you feel, being in the States and then coming back home? How was that for you?
Oh yeah, since being in the States for like how many years? 3-4 years.
Yes.
And going back here to live.
Yes.
I guess I was the most between us. I was the one who's most excited about it.
Yes.
Because of course I can eat my own food now. I can find everything that I can find in the States.
Right.
Like everything's gonna be here.
Right.
And now he's the one who's looking for stuff that is not here.
Right.
And of course being with the family.
Most important,
yes.
having your family. Yeah, I know that's most important to the Filipino culture.
When I wasn't here, all of the occasions I wasn't able to attend. So I kind of feel like left out. So now that I'm here, I kind of like, getting back to it, getting together with the family.
Right.
So I'm happy.
Exactly. No, well, that's a good thing. You're happy, he's happy, right?
Yes, he's happy.
So,
that works perfect.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you, Calvin, for coming in here and giving us an interview and sharing your story with us.
Thank you, guys.
And we hope that you're going to have a successful retirement. We hope you're persuaded to go ahead and take the plunge and come on out here because I think it'll be a good thing for you to do.
Thank you very much.
Getting out early is always a better better proposition, I think.
We may have a part 2 about this because we're gonna ask him 2 weeks later.
That would be something, yeah, to hear. Yeah, to check in.
Okay.
Yes.
2 week later update. Okay.
All right, thank you, Calvin.
Thank you guys. Nice meeting you guys. Oh man, awesome.